Your nervous system has two branches that help your body respond to stress: the sympathetic branch and the parasympathetic branch. You probably know that your sympathetic branch becomes active during stress. This is known as fight or flight. It increases your heart rate, speeds up your breathing, and increases your adrenaline and blood sugar to prepare you for action. What you may not know is that your parasympathetic branch counteracts stress with a relaxation response. Fight or flight is counteracted by rest and renew. This helps your body naturally recover from stress by slowing down your heart rate and breathing, and generally reducing your brain and body activity. Unfortunately, in today's hectic world, your stress response often remains active for too long. This causes your nervous system to become unbalanced. Over time, this can make life seem overwhelming and can even lead to health problems. The StressEraser personal biofeedback device was designed to help you counteract stress by helping you learn to activate your body's natural relaxation response at least once a day. The StressEraser does this by providing biofeedback on your nervous system activity and by guiding your breathing and your mental focus. By syncing your breathing with the activity of your nervous system and by focusing your thoughts with an exercise that quiets your mind, the StressEraser helps you to learn to activate your body's natural relaxation response. The result is therapeutic. You'll feel better within just a few minutes every time you use it. To help you counteract stress, the StressEraser uses biofeedback from your finger pulse. Your pulse rate is constantly rising and falling in a wave-like manner. The infrared sensor takes a very precise reading of your pulse rate. The StressEraser takes this reading and calculates the time between each pulse. It then graphs these tiny time variations as a wave. This measurement is known in the medical community as a type of heart rate variability, or HRV. The StressEraser graph shows how the time between pulses increases and decreases from moment to moment, all day long. This is the natural cycle of your nervous system. As your sympathetic nerve activity increases, your pulse rate increases and your wave rises. As your parasympathetic nerve activity increases, your sympathetic activity decreases. This decreases your pulse rate and your wave falls. Scientists and physicians consider HRV to be the most accurate window into the activity of your nervous system. HRV biofeedback is emerging as a powerful tool for the treatment of stress in the healthcare community. For example, many psychologists are now using HRV biofeedback equipment in their therapy sessions. The StressEraser uses biofeedback to monitor your body's responses in real time. With this information, you can learn to manage your natural responses and train your body and mind to relax. We call the StressEraser wave the breath wave, because it allows you to see the immediate impact that breathing has on your nervous system. Once you discover the rhythm of your breath wave, you'll notice that as you inhale, your wave rises. As you exhale, your wave falls. Since high HRV is healthy, the StressEraser guides you to naturally increase your HRV during the session. To keep your HRV high, the StressEraser guides you to make long, smooth waves. Long, smooth waves indicate that you are relaxing properly. This keeps your body's natural relaxation response active, even after your session is over. Synchronized breathing is one of the two ways that the StressEraser helps you learn to relax. The repetitive act of exhaling with the breath wave is a focus exercise that therapists call mindfulness. Mindfulness exercises are useful for quieting your thoughts. Meditation is one well-known type of mindfulness. You will notice that your breath wave is sensitive to your thoughts. Since your nervous system is affected by your emotions, your wave will break and become jagged when you become distracted or your focus is interrupted. A broken wave is your reminder to refocus. When using the StressEraser, you will find the comfortable length of your exhale by silently counting. Most people start with an exhale count of 4 or 5. but your comfortable count may be as low as 2, or as high as 9 or more. By focusing on the counting and by anticipating your next exhale, you can clear your mind and shut out troubling thoughts. To help you engage your relaxation response, the StressEraser provides symbols. Triangles cue your breathing, and squares score each wave. The triangles are simply your sign to exhale. The triangle appears just before the fastest pulse rate in your HRV cycle, usually just before the peak of the wave. At this point in the cycle, your body naturally counteracts your increasing pulse rate with a burst of parasympathetic activity. This is the moment that your vagus nerve becomes activated. The vagus nerve, which extends from your brain to your heart and other major organs, is the primary nerve in your parasympathetic branch. By synchronizing your exhale with the burst of vagus activity, you extend the burst and extend its relaxation benefits. The squares are simply a scoring method, so you know when you're exhaling in sync with your nervous system and benefiting from your breathing. 3 squares indicate your last wave was very long and smooth, and scores 1 point because your relaxation response is very active. 2 squares means your wave is not as long and maybe a little jagged, but still shows that your relaxation response is active, so you score half a point. 1 square means your wave is broken and your relaxation response is not active, and you receive no credit. For temporary relief, your goal is to reach at least 30 points per session, the equivalent of 30 good waves. When you're familiar with the StressEraser, 30 points will take about 5 to 7 minutes. To receive the full therapeutic benefit from the StressEraser, we recommend you reach 100 points per day, every day. Over a period of weeks and months, you'll notice that the more you use it, the better you'll feel.